So, expense account, expenses incurred by an employee but which are paid by his employer or incurred and paid by employee but reimbursed or advanced by the employer are taxable fringe benefits. So, it means that when an employee incurred an expenses for work-related purposes, just like for example, kay tabi, ang employee ni apil og for professional development course para mas mo-improve pa ang iyang skills, then na tuition fee. Ang iyahang employer ni bayad sa iyahang tuition fee. So, ina ng mga expenses baka nang na mga work-related bitaw. So, mo-consider na siya as taxable fringe benefits. So, this means the value of these expenses is treated as a part of the employer's income and make subject to income tax. So, next is properly documented employer expenses. So, we should keep in mind that kanang ang mga expenses nga makuan sa kumpanya nga walay bitaw personal use or personal benefits sa mga employees are considered na siya as a business expense. Pero og kanang mga expenses nga na-involve ang mga employees, kung maingon magutag kanang French benefit mo na siya ang mga non-cash benefits nga gi-provide sa ilaha. Just like for example, groceries, kanang paggamit sa sakyanan. So, mao na siya ang kanang makonsider nga taxable French benefits. So, here we have illustration. So, Denver Corporation paid for the following expenses which were liquidated by its managerial employee. So, we have here water and electricity bill at manager's home worth of 15,000 pesos, meals and groceries at manager's home 18,000 pesos, bill on business telephone 2,000 pesos, bill on personal phone 1,000 pesos, transportation from office to and from home 12,000 pesos. Transportation from office to and from managers home 10,000 pesos. Foods and beverage for visiting business client 8,000 pesos. So mao siya ang mga expenses sa managerial employee. So base sa tong makita ang gi-consider ang monetary value of fringe benefits mo na ang mga followings. Water and electricity bill at director's home worth of 15,000 pesos, meals and groceries at manager's home 18,000, bill on personal phone 1,000, transportation from office to and from home 12,000. Total monetary value is 44,000 pesos. So, di ba, puro ragid siyang sa katong mga benefits nga nagamit sa directors home, sa managers, so ang gi-consider sa fringe benefit. Kaya ang the rest, muna siya ang gitawag nga business expenses, such as manage siya ang katong bill on business telephone, office to clients, transportation, foods and beverages for visiting business clients and visitors. So, muna siya ang business expense. Dili na siya kanang fringe benefits. Okay, and now let's proceed to motor vehicle for any kind. So, first is purchase by employer of motor vehicle in the name of the employer regardless of whether the same is used partially in the business of the employer. So, this means that the employer buys a motor vehicles and it's registered under the employer's name. So, regardless of whether the vehicle is used for the business purpose. So, the entire cost of the vehicle is covered by the employer. So, we have here monetary value is equal to 100% of the cost of the motor vehicle. So, monetary value is equal to 100%. So, this simply means that the employer covers the entire cost of the motor vehicles. So, whatever the cost of the motor vehicles is the employers pays it completely. So, number 2, cash benefit employer for the purchase of vehicle even if the vehicle is partly used in the business of the employer. So, sa number 2, gihatagan niya og kwarta ang kanang employee para mapalit og sakyanan. And then, similar siya sa number 1. Ang monetary value is equal to 100%. So, the entire cost of the motor vehicles covers sa employers. So, except when the amount is subjected to withholding tax on compensation. Just like for example, tabi, ang employee gihatagan og kanang full 10,000 pesos. Pero kung naa siya withholding tax, butang lang nato ang kuan ang withholding tax kay kanang itasyon nga 20%. So sa iyang 10,000 minusan og 20% for withholding tax. So ang ma-receive na lang sa employee is 8,000. So mo na siya ang kanang number 2. Purchase of car on installment basis by the employer with ownership based on the name of the employee, even if the car is used partly for the employer's business. The benefits is the acquisition cost divided by 5 years. So, nagpalit daw og sakyanan nagpalit og sakyanan ang employer, pero kanang installment kanang ginabayan mag taga bulan ana. Tapos ginakapangalan siya sa kanang employee, ang ownership kay gipangalan sa employee. So within gibabayan do nila within 5 years. So the monetary value is equal to 1 divided by 5, or 20% of the acquisition cost. So we have here an illustration. So an employer purchased a car for 1 million pesos payable in 4 installment plus 10% interest on the outstanding and paid balance of the car. The entire acquisition cost shall be recognized at monetary revalue since there is transfer of ownership, but the regulation requires amortization over 5 years. Hence, the employer shall recognize 1 million pesos. Divide 5. 1 million pesos, i-divide natin siya 5 is equal to 200,000 pesos. And then sa 200,000 pesos kay i-divide nato siya for the quarterly. So mo equal na siya of 50 pesos. So mana siya ang monetary value until the cost is fully reported over 5 years. Maunang each year for 5 years the employer reports 200,000 pesos as monetary value of the benefits given to the employee. So this continues until the total cost is fully recognized over 5 years period. So next, the employer shoulders a portion and its place in the name of the employee even if partially used in the business. So nagna siya gi-shoulder ang employee, nagna siya gi-shoulder nga portion no pa sa kanako sa kang tabi magpalit og sakyanan. So na illustration para mas masabtan gyud. So an employer assisted its managerial employee in purchase a brand new car. So gi-assistan niya ang employee para mo palit og brand new car. So ang worth sa car is 4 million pesos. So 60% of the value is deducted against the future salaries of managerial employees. So kanang 60% kuan na ang cover na sa employee. Imo na iyahang 60% sa employee. Imo na iyahang future bayonon sa iyahang kanang kuan salaries. And then the monetary value shall be 1,600,000. Kanang 1,600,000 kay kanang ang the rest man nga sa 60%, 40% mao na siya ang gi-shoulder sa kuan sa kanang employer. Mao nang 4 million times 40% is equal to 1,600,000. So mao na siya ang monetary value nga given sa employee. And so mo siya represent the portion shouldered by the employer. This will be reported in the quarters that the employer's share is paid. So 40% no mo na siya ang gi-shouldered sa employee, and then the rest, the 60% mo na po to siya ang covered sa kanang sa employees. So, number 5, fleet of motor vehicles owned for the use of business and the employees. The value of benefits is the cost of all motor vehicles not used for sales, fleet delivery services and other non-personal uses. Divide 5 years. So, ang number 5, kanina itong mga sakyanan nga gi-own sa business, and then gigamit sa mga trabahante. So, ang monetary value ana kay kuan 50% of the value of benefits. So natay example worth of 100,000 pesos. So ang iyang ang iyang ang iyang value of benefits tabi 100,000 pesos i-divide nato siya sa 5 years aron makuha na tong iyang value of benefits. So 1,000 pesos divided by 5 is equals to 20,000 pesos. So, para makuha din na ang ihang monetary value nga gi-state nga equal siya sa 50%. Ang 20,000 pesos i-times nato sa 50% para makuha na ang ihang monetary value. So, 20,000 pesos times 50% is equals to 10,000 pesos. So, 10,000 pesos i-divide nato siya sa i-divide nato siya sa 4 kay naka-statement diri nga the quarterly recognized monetary value continues until the free usage is terminated. So i-divide nato siya sa 4 para makuha nato yung quarterly. So ang 10,000 divided by 4 is equal to 2,500 pesos. So each quarter 2,500 is recognized as monetary value of the benefit provided to the employees for the personal use of the vehicles. So this process continues until the free usage of motor vehicles is stopped. So muna siya sa number 5. Let's proceed sa number 6. Fleet motor vehicles list for the use of the business and the employees. The value of the benefits is the rental payment for motor vehicles and not normally used for sales, freight, delivery, services, and other non-personal use. So, there is a number 6, kuan na po siya, mga ginarintahan ng mga sakyanan para magamit sa mga employees. So, ang ilahang kuan adto, ang ilahang value of benefits kay katong rental payment mo na siya ilahang values of benefits. So naka-state gyapon diri nga ang monetary value is equal to 50% of the value of the benefits. So bali butang nanto nga kanang ang business nagrent og sakyanan worth of 40,000. 40,000. So ang value benefit adto mo tong 40,000 kay mo man to siya ang payment or ang rental payment. So sa gi-state diri nga ang monetary value is equal to 50%. So ang atong buhaton is ang 40,000 i-times nato siya sa 50% para makuha na iyang monetary value. So ang equal to 20,000, 40,000 times 50% is equal to 20,000. So the monetary value of the benefit provided for employees for the personal use of vehicles is 20,000 annually. So, number 7, aircrafts including helicopters are deemed solely for business use. Hence, they are not subject to Fringe benefits tax. So, mga aircrafts like helicopters, so, kuha na siya, consider na siya ng business use. Dili na siya belong or consider sa Fringe benefits tax kay kuha na siya kanang high value ba nga kuan? High value nga kanang vehicle mo nang kuan kanang ginakuan lagi na siya gina-consider lagi na siya as a business use. So number 8, yachts whether owned and maintained or leased by the employer are presumed not for the business use, hence taxable as of Fringe benefits if owned or maintained. So ang sa yate pod sa mga yate, so ginagi-consider na siya nung taxable Fringe benefits kay bisan kay pwede man nila mapagamit sa ilahang mga employees. We have here an illustration. So assume a corporation acquired a 10 million pesos yacht for the use of its executives. So the monetary value shall be determined as annual depreciation value. So ang monetary value mo na siya ang makatuang ihang annual depreciation value. So kung ang yate is worth of 10 million pesos, so ang ato lang baton is i-divide siya sa 20 kay kanang 20 mo na siya ang kanang kanang dugayon mito sa kuan lives sa yate or sa lifespan sa yate. Butang na nato 20 years. So 10 million divided by 20 is equal to 500,000 pesos. So mo na ihang annual depreciation value. So sa matag tuig na siya kuan nga 500,000 pesos. So ang 500,000 pesos, i-divide na po natin siya sa 4 kaysa ihang quarterly monetary value. So, 500,000 divide 4 is equal to 125,000 pesos. So, let's proceed to household expenses. Employee expenses borne by the employer for household personnel, salaries of household help, personal driver of the employee, and other personal expenses such as homeowners association dues, garbage dues, electricity and water are taxable fringe benefits. So the monetary value is the annual paid. So sa household expenses o kanang mga expenses na para nang pangbayad sa imong driver, sa tiglimpyo sa inyong balay. So kuan na kanang gi-cover na sa employer kung tabi kung ilan ang i-provide. So, ang monetary value kay katong ang total amount sa ilahang gibaryan sa kanang pangpasweldo sa imong driver mo na siyang monetary value ang amount nga gibaryan sa employer sa tanan-tanan nga mga expenses sa imong panimalay. So, just na ada illustration diri Hinsi Corporation granted the following benefits shall be to a managerial employee. Salary for household personnel is equal to 12,000 per month. Salary for personal driver 10,000 per month, and homeowners association do 4,000 per year. So the quarterly monetary value of the benefit shall be determined as followers. Salary of household personnel is 12,000 times 3. Kay quarterly man atong ipangita diri sa 12,000 times 3 is equal to 36,000 pesos. Salary of personal driver is 10,000 times 3 is equal to 30,000 pesos. And the homeowners association dues is 4,000 divided by 4 is 1,000. So ang atong bato ni add lang na sila tanan mo din na siya ang 67,000. So kanang 67,000 mo na siya ang total amount nga gibaryan sa employers para sa imong household expense. So mo na siya ang kanang taxable fringe benefits. So note, a year is composed of 4 quarters. So interest on loan at less than market rate. The interest are forgone by the employer, representing the difference between 12% and the actual interest charge is the taxable fringe benefits. So illustration, Europa Corporation lent its chief executive officer 1 million pesos at the minimal 3% annual interest rate. The monetary value shall be computed as follows. So annual monetary value is equal to 12% minus 3% times 1 million is equal to 90,000 pesos. And then quarterly monetary values is equal to 90,000 divided by 4 is equal to 22,500. So monetary value is equal to 12% minus 3% times 1 million pesos is equal to 90,000 pesos. So kanang 12% mo na siya ang market interest rate, and then ang 3% mo na siya ang actual interest rate charge. So, para makuha ng 90,000, so ang 1 million i-times na nato siya sa 12%. So, mo ni siya ang 120,000. 1 million times 12% is equal to 120,000. And then 1 million i-times na po nato siya sa 3% para makuha ang iyahang katong actual interest rate. Mo ni siya ang 1 million times 3% is equal to 30,000 pesos. So, ang ato na din i-minus para aron makuha nato ang 90%. So, 90,000 pesos. So, ang 120,000 minus 30,000, so, is equal to 90,000 pesos per year. So ang kanang 90,000 pesos muna siya ang represents the interest forgone by the employer and considered as a taxable fringe benefit. So this amount is added to employee's income and is subject to fringe benefits tax. So quarterly quarterly monetary value ang 90%, ang 90,000 rather, i-divide na nato siya sa 4. So is mo equal siya og 22,500. So membership fees, dues, and other expenses borne by the employer for his employees in social and athletic clubs or other similar organization contribute taxable fringe benefits. The monetary value is the amount paid. So kung mga membership dues, mga fees, mga other expenses nga gi-provide sa employer sa ilang mga employee, kuan gyud na siya kanang contribute to taxable fringe benefits. So ang monetary value na kadtong amount nga ilang gibayad. So now let's proceed to expenses for foreign travel. So reasonable business expenses for foreign travel for attending business meeting and convention are attempts such as following: inland travel expense such as food, beverage, and local transportations cost. So number 2, lodging cost in hotel or similar establishment amounting to an average of $300 per day or less. Number 3, economy and business class airplane tickets. Number 4, 70% of the cost of the first class ticket. So muna siya ang mga mga business expense sa mga foreign travels. So note that 30% of the cost of the first class ticket in the foreign travels is considered de minimis. Note also that the foraging rules apply only on foreign travels. The cost of domestic travels is generally considered as reasonable, hence deductible. And that's all. Thank you.